Hey there, drafters. Welcome back. This is the fourth and probably last part of the video series for helping you create centerline sections. So let's see where we're at here. Let's zoom in. And where we're at is what we need to do. The last things we need to do right now are to put in our couch and our table, and we need to install in our legs. Okay, so let's get at it. Now, to do the couch and the table, you need a little bit more information. So I provided you in class this drawing right here. Okay, you should have it. What you're going to need to do, is draw a section view. And actually, we have our section view right here, our right side view. Okay, what we need to draw is a simplified section view. So what I did was I used basically, I measured everything out, and I used rectangles for this and this, and I drew them out, and this is what I came up with right here. This is what these guys would look like in section view. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm just going to grab these guys, I'm going to copy them, and I'm going to come back to our centerline section, and I'm just going to paste them over here. Now I'm going to set them down on the ground plane. It looks like I need to set my table down separate, so we'll here we go. Is set him down. Okay, now what we want to do is, this should fit right in there. So what I'm going to do to make it simple is I'm going to drag the couch up, and I'm going to drag the table up. I'll zoom in, and what we can do is just line these guys up right here, and they should fit pretty closely. Okay, get him in there just a little bit. I'm going to nudge him over. That's pretty darn close. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag him down to the floor plane right here and right here. Okay, now they're in the right place, but the thing is that we can still, we shouldn't be able to see, if we were looking at this view right straight across, we would not be able to see these lines, the lines of the fireplace, the lines of the table through there. So what I believe is these guys, are in the same, I copied and pasted them into the wrong layer. So I'm going to change the table and the couch, and we're going to change it up. I believe it is in scenery layer. And now, as you can see, it put them right in front of the couch and right in front of the lamp, the table that has a lamp on it. And this is exactly how it should look. We don't have to, if we give everything a fill, it hides everything automatically. Otherwise, we would have to go through and delete out all the lines. So this is exactly what this centerline section should look like. Now, a couple quick things. I'm going to fix up these lines here that we deleted. Let's see. I'm going to slide over just a little bit. Okay. Now, what we're going to have to do is I'm going to have to move this when we're done. I'm going to grab that line right there. Let's see, this guy is going to connect on right there. Okay. So now all we need to do is draw in our legs. And again, that is fairly easy. I'm going to pull our ground plan up just a little bit. Okay. And let's see, let's pull it up just a little bit more. Okay, there we go. Looks like we lost a couple. Looks like we lost a line here. Not much. So I'm going to come in here and we're just going to draw him back in. Is this line right here, the line of our wall? No big deal. We improvise, we adapt, and we overcome. Okay. And again, as you notice, that line gets hidden. So everything is doing what it's supposed to do. I'm going to pull some of these other little guys out of here that we don't need anymore. Okay. And now what we need to do is now we're going to draw in our legs. And all that means is, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drop down, we'll save. I'm going to drop down a line based off of this point. I'm going to drop it down to our floor plane. Okay, I'm going to drop this guy down. Okay, I'm going to drop this guy down. And I'm going to drop this guy down right here. All right, so we're going to start with this. We're going to start with this guy in the back, this leg right here. Okay, and we're also, let's draw in the psych. We're gonna draw that line in as well. So let's get him down here. Okay, all right, but let's start with the leg. Now let's see. I believe our legs are going to be, let's see, they're going to be about this tall. They're going to be about that. They're going to be about, let's see, they're going to be 22 feet 6 inches tall. That's how big our legs are going to be. Now, usually how we do legs for centerline sections is I'm going to drag this line out here, and what we want to do, is we want to have the legs that show fullness, if they show fullness in your theater, and as you can see here, they show fullness. So what I'm going to do, it's pretty simple, is I'm going to start with I'm going to use the polygon tool. I'm going to draw, and I'm going to start out here. Let's see, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Okay, I'm going to start here. There we go. I'm going to go up just a little bit. We'll do this, okay, and then we're going to come back up. We're going to come back up to the top of our curtain. It should be there someplace, okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, what gave it fill, what we're going to do is I'm going to delete that center line out. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to drag it back into place. Drag it back into place. Here we go. All right. Drag it over, and let's see. I use that line, so we're going to have to find our leg point again. Okay. Do that, and we'll drop it down. Not drop that. We're going to drop our leg down here. We're going to drop it down until it touches the floor. And there we have our leg. Now what we're going to do is we're going to just move these guys over and copy them over. We can delete the line. Okay, now we have, we'll see the whole leg because there's nothing back there. I'm going to move the line down for our psych, and we'll make our psych somewhere up here. And now we have these two other legs we need to do. So I'm going to copy them over and delete the line, copy them over again, and delete the line. Now, there's something wrong with this. What is wrong with this picture? Okay, where are these legs? Where are these legs found on the ground plan? Are they, based on this view, they are inside of the scenery, but where are the legs really? there on the outside of the scenery. So we will not see this lower part. So what we need to do, let's see what layer we have these guys in. Again, border and title block. I should have changed that. Let's just select everything. We're going to move it back to scenery. And here, now everything's on the right layer, but these guys are still visible here. So what we're going to do is we're going to send these two guys behind the wall. And it's really simple. What you do is you right click on it, and there should be something. Here we go, send. And we want send to back. And hopefully that will send everything we just did behind the wall. And let's try send backwards. Sometimes. Okay, so something isn't working here. All right. Well, we'll go a little bit more drastic. So what we're going to do, remember how at the beginning we trimmed out the scenery in the house, we cut it in half. We're going to do the same thing with this. So what I'm going to do is we're going to use this line, and I trimmed it. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to delete him. All right. Let's do it again. And let's trim him. Okay. Now let's look at it again. And here is our center line section. Looks like we have an extra line in there. Okay. And so it looks like we almost got it. Let's, we can get rid of this guy right here. We don't need him anymore. We can delete. And now what we can do is we can take this right here, and we can make it go up just a little bit. And here is our center line section. Now this is a really simplified, I don't need this line all the way over here. Now I'm going to find things. We don't need this line over, remember, because there's not a wall going across. Now this is a simplified section. We're not showing a couple things, some of the paintings, some things like that. But this is enough to get you going where if somebody said, hey, can you give me a centerline section, and you didn't draw your drawing in 3D, you can create one now. You should have the skill to be able to do that. As always, let me know if you have any questions, and happy drafting.